Calling all crazies. 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 Crazies. I'm calling you. Calling all crazies. 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 Crazy D here, calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. If you're crazy and you know it, click subscribe. If you're crazy and you know it, click subscribe. If you're crazy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're crazy and you know it, click subscribe. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. So, Thomas Matthew Crooks, they like to say, he was bullied, 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 and that is why he did it. That's what caused him to do it. It's not enough. And if that was enough. Calling all crazies, calling all crazies. The world is filled with assholes who have nothing nice to say, who don't care about you whatsoever. But, you know, there's plenty of sand all around, right? Doesn't really bother us, does it? So let people be like sand. Understand that there's many of it. We don't have to pick it up, right? We can walk on it, though. We can go inside and we can wash this right off our hands. That's what we have to do. The things that people say, things that people do to us. Just dust it off, right? Wash it off, walk over it, let the wind take it and carry it away, right? Or confront our problems head on. See, we don't have to be aggressive in the way we approach everything. There's only one way to handle bullies. See, you let them be. That gives them power. Especially if they continue to do it. If you're being bullied, you must stand up firm. Speak proud. Speak loud. Stand your ground. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Calling all those timid people. Timid. It's the word of the day. Timid. You're not super assertive. You don't go out and express yourself openly too much. You're nice, you're kind, and a lot of times you're shy in the sense of relaying a message that should be relayed and that normally is easy to get across to somebody. See, you timid people often get bullied the most because you have qualities, sensitivity. You're sensitive, right? Now, we're living in a world where extra sensitive people have taken over. We're living in a world where the mentally disabled are the smartest in the world. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. See, I'm not a fan of the police. About this much. But I'm not a fan of defund the police either. Easiest way to defund the police is to give them nothing to do. For instance, my local law enforcement, they don't need any more toys. I watched them in the courthouse fumble with a TV screen bigger than mine. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Suit. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Tune in every Saturday. Saturday to Saturday. If you can make it. See, I'm not talking to... Actually, I'm talking to all you regular people out there, too, that don't normally get in trouble. You know, because you got masks on right now. Or you just haven't sped past the right cop. Think about that for a minute. Just, you know. You're speeding. You've never got pulled over before. You're getting your ticket. Do you pay it? I bet you pay it. 1,000 scenarios that you get arrested for the first time. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. See, a lot of times, you gotta think about this. There are many laws that you don't know about, but you break every single day. Suit to stay out of trouble. For instance, all of those protesters out there, all of you protesters out there, you're committing crimes. I watched people removing fences yesterday. Removing fences from state property. That, well, I don't know. That could technically be considered a federal offense. And especially if, after you remove the fence, you walk inside the building, because the removal of the fence is a crime itself, and it would only make any crime that happened after that, because of that original crime. See, the only way the other stuff could have happened was because of that right there. So, I think about not going and protesting and rioting. Calling all crazies, because January 6th, somebody yesterday said in the comment section, in a live chat, that they were at the January 6th riots, well, insurrection, that's what it was, right? They were at the Capitol, and only 2,000, that's for one person to identify a number, 2,000 people who were aggressive. Now, I watched the whole entire thing, and I don't know, if only 2,000 were aggressive, and there were more than 2,000, what were the others doing? The same at that Trump rally. All the footage of people seeing a man with a gun. You talk, I'm a good guy with a gun, right? Well, somebody died because nobody acted. Not one person acted. Calling all crazies. See, I don't blame the Secret Service. Not alone. I don't blame the local law enforcement, not alone. I blame the crowd a lot, because not one of those people, at least men or women, should have stood there and recorded. Rather, they should have went up that ladder, hopped across the roof, and apprehended the suspect, because we live in a time where it only takes a second for us to lose 45, 50 to 100 people all at one time, because somebody decided to shoot us up. So when we see something, just say something. Get up and do something. Calling all crazies. Take a moment and breathe today. Breathe. breathe. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. Remember this. Your words will be used against you in the court of law. Threatening somebody, that's a crime. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. The true definition of assault is not actually putting your hands on somebody. That's the tip of the day. Calling all crazies. Calling all crazies. It starts with words. Words are powerful. Very impactful. Calling all crazies. 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 Today's a beautiful day. Do something with it.